Well-designed play, folks, because I'll tell you what, you see the back going out, this creates the linebacker has to stay home, creates the pocket. Nate Bush goes into the zone, gets up, finds the open area, gets big, and catches the football. This is what happens when you run the play right.
Nate Bush with his 7th reception on the season. And that's Willie Savage, the sophomore cornerback, who had his bell rung. But again, and also on that play, Skip, you noticed that there was much better spacing between receiver, linebacker, and they were able to hit the soft spot of that zone.
Exactly. When it's better spacing, the zone has to respect it and play that way. That back coming, that swinging back is very important.
What could be better than coming out to the ballpark on a cool, but not cold, mind you,
football weather?
Saturday, yes, it is, in late September. Some of the fans out here on Academic Day at Wayne State. Yes, yes, because all the student athletes here at Wayne who received at least a B honor point average during the winter semester will receive the Director of Athletics Academic Honor Roll certificate from Bob Brennan, the AD here at Wayne State.
And a good man.
And I'll tell you, there's some of these football players, Rich Hamoud and some of the others, are presidential scholars here at Wayne. And I think Willie Savage being checked over. Right. Yeah. Let's see if we can pick up as we take a look at this play. Let's see if we can pick up.
Willie shook up.
Yeah, he's all shook up.
He might get kicked by his own player. Yeah, he gets a knee in the helmet, folks, by his own player.
And a foot on the follow-through on the back of the head.
Yeah. That stuff hurts.
But the catch by Bush, yeah, he...
a little smelling sauce.
Trying to figure out what state he's in. 1st and 10 for Wayne State from the 45 of Indianapolis. Gillert, a stutter step, and the hole closed very quickly that time. And Adam Hissong, a 5'11 freshman, number 45, is having a real big game.
More importantly right now, though, Pete, is if Wayne State goes down and scores 7 prior to going into the locker room, boy, this does a whole big thing. The momentum changes into State's hands. With all these turnovers, they go into the half 7-7.
Exactly, and then you forget about the
whole deal. Forget about the whole deal.
Well, that's what Michael Glusky is trying to do, trying to marshal his troops on this 2nd and 11 play. Toss to Gillert. Everybody's yelling sweep, and Gillert gets dragged down at the 43-yard line. Ted Liette, another freshman linebacker. He had his first start last weekend against Fair State, and he made 9 tackles in that contest. Gets 1 there. The pickup is 3, and that'll be 3rd and 8. And it'll be interesting, Skip, what the play call is here.
Right now, we're just going to have a soft toss here left right into your living room right now. Big 75 Carpenter tries to do a nice job, has his hands, look, he's staying with his block. That's a nice job. The problem is just too many people over there.
Indianapolis has guessed well on the defensive side of the football this afternoon. Glusky back in the pocket. Oh, and this could be picked off, and this is big-time trouble. This is going to be returned down the far sideline. Glusky finally makes the stop. That looks like Aaron Johnson, number 80. That is who it is, and he's listed on our program as a flanker, so he's switched sides, folks.
Well, I hate to say this, but this is another play involving Nate Bush. And what goes on here, folks, is just this screen play to the top of the screen. He's going to come underneath. For some reason, he breaks it off. Breaks it off, and the defender's right there, and away we go with the football.
Again, and that's the 2nd time, Skip, we've had miscommunication between receivers and the quarterback. As you take a look at Aaron Johnson taking it down, and Glusky, that's not a real strong tackle effort. A return of 37. So the Greyhounds back in business. We're down to 3:25 to play in the half. 1st and goal on the 7. And Skip, what you said about Wayne scoring before the half as the handoff goes to Helam, and he is met solidly at the 5.
Yeah, now you can turn this around.
You can turn it around, exactly, and potentially it's a 14-point turnaround. Instead of 7-7, it could be 14-0.
Exactly.
But once again, give credit to the Wayne State defense. Twice inside the 10, they have turned the Greyhounds back. 3 times, as Lee suggested, might be too much. Not much Dominic Livadotti can do right now except fold his hands and you know what?
Out.
Well, yeah, he's thinking about what he's going to say at halftime. A slant pass into the end zone intended for the flanker on the cut route, Craig Cawthron, incomplete. Coverage provided that time by number 1, Eric Doggett, the freshman. A quick hitting play, but unable to connect Doggett with good coverage.
Well, they see Doggett with single coverage out here this time. The receiver tries to break inside. He does a good job of forcing the player to off the timing. There's a timing route, and he changed the timing. Good job by that young man.
3rd and 4 from the 4 with 2:45 to play here in the first half, and Indianapolis has taken a timeout.
And you almost think that they have troubles now with field goals, Pete. You almost want to say that maybe they're going to take 2 cracks on the ground and try to pick up this 5 yards for a touchdown.
That would probably be the way to go, because the first kick attempt, I believe, I still think I didn't see it. I think Gary Rutan got a finger on it, and that might have been it. Beautiful day as you look at the Detroit skyline, and a reminder that you're watching Wayne State University football on Detroit's 62 CBS. Punch 62 for hard copy weeknights at 7. Now there's more big time TV like hard copy at 7 on Detroit 62 CBS. Dominic Livadotti has given his instructions to the defense, something along the lines of stop them. With probably a few adjectives thrown into that, I would imagine. This is a proud defensive unit, Skip, and you cannot say that they have played poorly today. No, they haven't. They played very well, actually.
And you know what? They've been on the field a long time.
Greenhagen on 3rd down from the 4. Play action fake, a naked bootleg. He's going to race for the flag. He'll get there. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
Second touchdown.
A very well-conceived play because they run the fake to the tailback who's been hitting into the line all afternoon long. And it's a perfect setup. As you watch it on replay, this is very, very well executed. Wayne is totally out of the play.
Well, they're told to stay home and protect, contain. But when you're down and the juices are going, Pete, and you're trying to stop a guy from getting the end zone, you don't think about that. You think about stopping his ball carrier. Well, guess what? He doesn't have the ball. The quarterback. This freshman now scores his 2nd touchdown. He's off to maybe a nice career.
Extra point kick is through that time by Adam Watkins. And so with 2:40 to play in the first half, Indianapolis takes the turnover again and turns it into a touchdown. 14-0, Wayne State trailing. Turnovers, penalties. You know, Vince Lombardi always said if you tackle better and you block better, you're going to win the football game. Penalties were never mentioned.
Well, they never had any.
And turnovers will also get you. And as we said at the top of the broadcast, Skip, Wayne State was +1.
Yeah.
They are now -3, I believe. And this is a play that
set this whole scheme up here, right here. Now, he's expecting Nate Bush to come under on a screen. Mr. Bush cuts it off, goes upfield, ball's just in the middle of nowhere. The defender takes it, and he's looking for the goal line. We'll take another look at it right now. You see the receiver in the bottom of your screen coming in, and then for some unknown reason, he cuts it up the field.
Well,
and you know something? I shouldn't blame Nate. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't his fault. Maybe it was the quarterback that he was supposed to pump it on a go.
The kickoff comes back to number 86, John Roberts.
And this is wide open.
And now comes to the near side. Doesn't have blockers. He's making it all on his own out to the 30-yard line. So Wayne State not out of it just yet. 2:30 to play. Stopped by Jeff Barnaby. As John Roberts, number 86, carries it back for Wayne. 2:30 to play. Take a look at this, Skip. This did not start very well.
Well, he
Another
drops
bobble.
the ball, picks it up, and you know what happens? 9 times out of 10, the lanes break down, and big plays always happen on muff type of plays like this. Changes the ball into the proper hand, takes a big hit, and gets 2 more yards.
1st and 10 for the Tartars. Glusky from the shotgun fires over the middle, caught by Zayakowski into Indianapolis territory at the 49-yard line, and the clock will stop as they move the chains back into position. 1st down for Wayne State.
And they're running up to the line of scrimmage. There's 2 minutes and 23 seconds. They got to go 48 yards. There's plenty of time.
Pickup of 18 that time for Zayakowski, and Glusky on the connection. Clock starts rolling now, 2:20. Glusky the out route. This time it's caught by Nate Bush out at the 44-yard line.
You know what the problem is? Just like every game you see, Pete, offenses only get going until they get into a 2-minute offense.
Take a look at these pass plays here, and Glusky's been very sharp. Here's the long connection to Zayakowski.
Does a nice job. Ball's right there. The receiver doesn't even have to break stride. And here's the out right now. 3, boom. This is what you work on in practice every single day. That play cannot be stopped. And hit the ball on the ground again.
And Glusky fumbles the snap and just throws that away in the general direction of the 20-yard line. That's Brian Locke, number 8, back there on the coverage.
He's got the right idea, Mike. Throw the ball away, but throw it out of bounds, not in the middle of the field where somebody could pick it off.
And Michael's looking to the sidelines as Anthony Frederick, his now backup. Both of them have played. Both of them have started throughout the season, but Anthony Frederick is signaling the plays into Michael Glusky. As you take a look at the young man who played his high school ball at Walled Lake Central. 3rd and 6. Glusky with the drop. Good toss. Caught by Bush. Bush is going to try and break this up the middle to the 20. Gets a block, dances to the outside. 1st and goal, Tartars at the 6-yard line. That's exactly what he did last year, Skip.
Exactly.
A short route, and he took what appeared to be a very negligible gain and made it a big gain down to the 5-yard line.
Well, this is what Nate Bush does well. He doesn't fumble the ball often, as he has in early. Takes it out. Knees almost down, very close, good balance right here, and does a good job of seeing the field and seeing his blockers. Uses all his blockers.
He got a nice block from number 5, Chris George, another wideout. Excellent run. It was Ryan Stanton who finally took him down, but it's 1st and goal for the Tartars. Gillert the lone setback, throwing into the end zone for Bush. It is overthrown.
Ooh, it's a tough pass.
It is a very tough pass from a depth perception standpoint, but he was open.
Yeah, but you know what? Well, what I don't like about the play is you're throwing a fade or out or a corner or whatever you want to call this at this time to the slot, and you have a receiver over there. So what happens then is you bring in another defender in that area. I'd rather see Bush out, wide out by himself on the side of the field and run that play.
This would be a...
And here he is. Here he is going out by himself. Single coverage. Now run the play.
Well, also might be a good time for a pass to the fullback, Earl Reese. They do neither. Glusky on the roll. Glusky may run it. Diving for the strike, but short. By about a yard. The stop applied by number 66, Josh Vondersar.
Wayne calls timeout.
And a good decision on this play, Skip, by Michael Glusky. Now, the Tartars take timeout. He'll come to the sidelines, but he saw the coverage was there and didn't throw it away and made a good choice.
Well, right now what he's doing is he's occupying the linebackers. The linebackers still got to respect the pass. So they're on the goal line. He takes it right down to the 1-yard line. You got 2 more cracks to get it 1 yard. If you can't get 1 yard in 2 cracks, go on home.
Spoken like a true offensive lineman.
Go on home. Get some new linemen, do something.
There's Dominic Lividati. There you go. Garth Frost.
I look like that, but I'm not trying to shave mine.
Garth Frost is saying, hey, I can move my man.
He's a man, 6'4", 300.
Now, he normally would be the center for Wayne State. Broke his thumb on his snapping hand at Carson Newman, and so had to move to right guard. Ryan Monroe, the sophomore, is playing center.
He looks like a lineman, don't he, Pete?
Yeah, he does.
He looks like a lineman.
He's got that Otis Sistrunk thing going. But Dominic Livodati he's willing almost to forgo the sins of the first half if they can get a touchdown here.
Look at Garth.